I know so much dumb shit about her and her relationship. It's so stupid that she fights with me because it makes me want to just leakerino everything. He says unimpeachable source. Hey, you know what? If you're a lawyer in New York and you do civil litigation and you want to shoot him a cease and desist.
So Brittany Simon is talking about Destiny once again. This time, she spins a new story about her visit to Miami and how she stood up to Destiny and Melina. Listen to this.
That I saw Destiny say that he tried to give you advice and warn you about moving too fast with your husband and you got weirdly defensive. His words, not mine. Melina and Destiny are sitting with me in Miami. Here, you want some fucking lore? I'm having fun. I'm hanging out. I'm laughing. And Destiny and Melina are sitting down and they start to give me like marriage advice. And I go, oh, no, I don't need marriage advice from you guys, right? Like you're totally heading towards a divorce. Like you guys are literally openly like cheating on each other and having issues and like gaslighting. Like don't give me your advice. And they were both like, oh my God. And I know they've never dealt with somebody as blunt as me. I don't need two people who are serial cheating on each other and gaslighting each other to give me marriage advice. And they both were shocked. They went like this. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you were dealing with a 22-year-old? I'm a 35-year-old woman. Don't come to me with marriage advice when you guys are heading towards a divorce. And yeah, they were offended. I wasn't offended. I was clear. I was clear with my boundaries and my openness. I wasn't the one who was offended. I just don't need serial cheaters. They'd be giving me advice. And by the way, how'd that divorce go? Pretty messy, huh? First I saw
my divorce went great. It cost me $1,000. My life's $1,000,000% better. How's your new life in Europe, I guess? Being accused of scamming your clients, by the way. Big drama videos on her, but I haven't watched. But just a quick thing. Also, Abba can chime in if he ever wants, by the way. The entire extent, I don't know if she's having like a splitting moment. The entire extent of our criticism on Brittany was literally just all four of us went out to eat at some gross fucking sushi restaurant, okay? All four of us went out to eat, and either me or Melina or both of us, all we did was we asked Brittany, are you worried at all about like getting engaged because you've known this guy, you know, online for 3 months, you've seen him like 2 weeks, and you're planning to get married and move overseas? Is that worrying to you? She did get a little bit like, and I don't think we phrased it. I don't think we phrased it very aggressively. I'm pretty socially intelligent. I'm not like retarded or be like, oh, aren't you worried about? Like she got pretty like taken aback. She didn't like scream at us. It wasn't like a huge deal. She got a little defensive, I would say, but it wasn't a huge deal. But this whole encounter, you've told the story before. Yeah, this whole encounter was probably like 30 seconds, I would say. And then we just moved on. That was it. It wasn't like it wasn't a huge conversation. It wasn't a big back and forth. I think me and Melina just asked about it because it was kind of, yeah, crazy. You've known this guy for a few months. You've met him like twice in your life, and you're planning on literally applying for a visa and moving and changing his citizenship and moving overseas for him. That's pretty crazy. But I didn't even say it like that. Like, that's crazy or whatever. It was just like that. That was it. And then now, and now she's like rewritten this whole thing to act like she's stood up to us, and she's like, oh, like I told them that I was never gonna. It's like, okay, I don't think any of that ever happened. Abba was there, so he can either confirm or deny if that happened. I don't remember any crazy. I think, like I said, I feel like this whole conversation about this particular topic, her marriage, I want to say it was like literally like 30 to 60 seconds. It's like less than a minute. Yeah, Jesus. I don't know why. I can't believe she has rewritten this event to be so dramatic. Unless, okay, I'll just be in here. Unless, listen, if word gets back to Abba on this clip, did she shit on you guys like she said? No, she didn't say anything mean at all. I don't like to. Have I mentioned anything about what happened on the day when she gave me the slap? Why?
You just seem so scared.
I am. It's very.
I want to hit your ear.
Just. Jesus.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you need aftercare?
Have I mentioned anything about how that day ended? Okay, no, I haven't. I know so much dumb shit about her and her relationship. It's so stupid that she fights with me because it makes me want to just leakerino everything. Yeah, never mind. Fuck it. No, it's not worth it. She's so annoying. What do you stand to lose by leakerinoing shit? Are there innocents in the crossfire? One is I shouldn't even give her that much attention. And two, yeah, I don't like to get in protracted things back and forth with her because I think she always has way more to gain there. If you leak, she will leak personal stuff about you. There's like nothing to leak about me. Like my life is like, at this point, I feel like I'm probably one of the more public people on the planet.
So Norm Finkelstein can't get Destiny off his mind and now is making some wild accusations. Who is really being paid? Will we ever find out? Listen to this.
What is this?
I was told by I would call it an unimpeachable source, that that thing called destiny was being handsomely, that's the word that was used, handsomely compensated by certain organizations. And maybe because he's so stupid and so lacking in self-awareness, and the money, the temptations that come with the money, that he was willing to take the chance. And that's it.
Listen, I will, okay? Okay? If you want to pay me, Israel, I will accept it. I need to shore up these CrowdStrike losses, okay? If you were told by an unimpeachable source that I'm getting paid by Israel to do Hasbara, to do Israeli propaganda, why wouldn't you make that information public and expose me? Like, wouldn't that be not the largest story, but wouldn't that be a really big story if it came out that like a pretty big YouTuber that does politics and travels around is getting paid by Israel to be an Israeli shill? Like, I feel like I've talked to enough people, been on shows and everything. I feel like a story would be pretty sensational, right? Like, flew out to Israel, was on one of their podcasts, and is getting paid by the Israeli government to say all these horrible things about Palestinians. Like, would that not be like a really sensational, really huge... Why don't you sue him then? The actual malice standard is way too big for... He says unimpeachable source. Hey, you know what? If you're a lawyer in New York and you do civil litigation and you want to shoot him a cease and desist or a letterhead, you want to send me like an engagement letter or whatever, and we could meme out. If somebody wanted to, it'd be fun to go to civil court with him. I feel like he would too because he's so arrogant. Just to do the discovery so I could read what his unimpeachable source is about me. I guess if anybody wants to, you can shoot me an email if you want. I'm pretty sure he lives in New York, so I either need no, I just want a New York lawyer, I think. Because could I file it in Florida? No, I think you have to. I think you generally file where it takes place, right? We'd have to actually name the source if he was in court, right? Otherwise, he just made it up. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know how that works, like protecting sources or whatever. But I wonder if I have a stronger case if he's saying like I have an unimpeachable source, right? And then you find out that it just came from a friend. Would that count as actual malice? I have no idea. I've never read through an entire defamation case before. Or I guess we did the Dominion one, but that was a slam dunk, open and shut case. My God. People would hang it over your head forever and say you try to silence criticism. If he's lying about me? Wait, what? That would be the best way ever to expose myself. Why would I sue somebody for making a claim about me if he has unimpeachable sources telling him that the claim is true? I would be destroying my own career, wouldn't I? Because we would just go to court and now we'd have to reveal, oh, well, this is how I know. And now, boom, Destiny's outed as being paid for by Israel, right?
So Macaiyla went rogue on Twitter the other day about the Olympic boxer situation and made a real mess that forced Tyler 1 to clean for both of them. Asmongold took the chance and cooked her. Listen to this.
Here, just like Macaiyla, she's stupid as f. She didn't read this. She didn't look into this. She didn't do anything. She just saw the title of it, and she looked like a fucking moron talking shit because she didn't know what the hell she's talking about. She thinks Donald Trump is going to shut down the Olympics. She a moron. She a straight retard, and that's a fact. Everybody knows it. She's annoying on Twitter every day, and I feel bad for Tyler 1. I'm going to be honest. You have a girlfriend or a wife that puts you in positions like this, damages your career. He's got to go out and make statements, talk himself off a bridge that she put him on.
I will say, I'm going to try to be very careful, okay? Macaiyla seems fine. I don't have any personal issues with her, okay? So, you know, whatever it is, whatever. But I will say that if you have a spouse who does have a lot of, like, public-facing work, so they could be a politician, they could be a content creator, they could whatever, be the CEO of a company, there is, like, you kind of have a responsibility to not be wild as because your partner is going to have to run defense or cover for you or whatever if you're being wild. Like, you should have that consideration. You should have that consideration.